Hey guys, MJ here. Welcome back to the channel. And yeah, the sun's out. Yeah, I forgot to take those off. All right, so yeah, the trailer that probably quite a lot of you have been waiting for is the FUT trailer, the Ultimate Team trailer, and what changes they're going to be making to FUT this year. So yeah, if you do end up enjoying today's video, make sure you smash a like, subscribe if you are new. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so straight away I can already see that there's something here in the top right before we play the full video. Just make it a little bit bigger for you. I don't think you can actually see my mouse on this. That's a bit strange. But yeah, I have to fix that. But basically the top right there, you can see challenges: complete one tackle, and all this, score a goal. So that's freaking already so cool. Just a slight little change like that, because I constantly have been going back trying to do these those objective players they bring out, and they have all those freaking objectives that you have to do, and usually there's like 4 or 5 different objectives, and they're all really like wordy, and you don't really know what's going on sometimes with them. Like some of them, like you'll go into a game and you'll score like the 3 finesse goals, and then you'll come back to the fucking screen and it'll be like, oh, in 3 separate matches, not one match, and you just be like, oh, for fuck's sake. So this would really like sort that out if they actually just put that into a match, so then as well if it actually worked and it actually ticked the box as well, because sometimes like you'll do like those things and it won't work. So that's really cool already. That's enough about that. Of course you want to watch the trailer, I want to watch the trailer, so yeah, let's hurry up and hit play.
Hello everyone, we're here with our Ultimate Team producers to give a special presentation on what's new to FUT in FIFA 23. Alright, over to you, team.
Thanks, Derek. We are here with Richard and Aslan from the development team to talk about everything new in Ultimate Team. So Aslan, let's start with you. What are you most excited about in FIFA Ultimate Team this year?
There's no question, it has to be FUT Moments. It's our brand new mode. It's going to give players a new way to play, a new way to earn rewards, and it's totally different from anything
that's
done
different.
before.
That's a different.
Single player, fast, fun, bite-sized scenarios with a ton of variety and unique challenges.
Bite-sized, so that means that we can play certain scenarios within a match, like the 75th minute?
You got it. So it's going to be short gameplay sessions. It can be scoring a free kick. It could be completing a comeback when you're 2-0 down with only 10 minutes to go. But we'll also have crazier ones, things like scoring a goal with your keeper without completing a single pass, without losing possession. We can do all kinds of fun stuff that is just really different from our other modes.
Does that mean that we can recreate matches and scenarios that we've seen in real life over the weekend?
We're going to have a mix, right? So some moments will be inspired by real life, recreating that banger from the weekend, that goal from Son with a finesse shot from outside the box. But we'll also have more unique and creative ones that really just are very distinct and different from how you play in other modes in FUT. So there's going to be a lot of variety and a lot of fun ways to play in moments.
Now, what exactly do you get when you complete a moment?
Yeah, so when you're completing moments, I think the most important thing is that you get to set your own difficulty level. So based off your difficulty level, we're going to give you stars as a reward. So stars are a brand new reward type to Ultimate Team this year. So you're going to be able to redeem them in the Moments reward gallery. But you're going to always have new rewards for you to be looking out for and exchanging your stars for. But your stars will never go away. So it's up to you if you want to spend them as you earn them, or if you want to save them up for something special.
So is it a system that comes in seasons for moments?
Yeah, so there's going to be a mix of content. We're going to have a lot that's going to be available right from launch, and then we're also going to have some seasonal content that's going to come and go. Some might be up for a few days, some might be up for a month.
Now, this is really interesting because some people might come home, play FIFA, but they don't have enough time to play a full match. So this is like you said, bite-sized.
Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite parts about it, is that if I have a few minutes free, now I can jump into Ultimate Team and I can make progress. I can practice my free kicks, I can practice dribbling, or I can just try out a scenario and see how that goes.
So what I'm really excited about are the new changes I've been hearing to chemistry. Can you tell me more about that?
Oh,
yeah, I think it's one of the biggest changes we've ever made. In 23, we're totally overhauling chemistry, and you'll have more variety than ever in how you build your squad. So we focused on making it more authentic with how we're doing positioning, more intuitive with how your players are going to link on the pitch, and really just enabling a lot more experimentation and variety when it comes to building your squad.
Now, one thing I noticed about this screen is that there are no chem lines.
Yeah, that's right. So positional links are gone.
Yeah,
Players can now link across the entire pitch. Your left back and your right back are linked, your goalkeeper and your striker. If we look at Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold, for example, this is an iconic duo, a real threat in the Premier League. In 23, they can now build chemistry towards each other. And the same thing works when you're building hybrid squads. You'll be able to link up your striker, let's say Mbappe, with your defenders from PSG or France or Ligue 1. So there's a lot more options now when it comes to building interesting squads with more variety, instead of having to rely on neighboring links and green links.
So I'm noticing that every player has 3 diamonds on them. Does that represent the chemistry?
Yeah, so players can now have between 0 and 3 chemistry, 0 being the minimum and 3 being the maximum.
So one thing I also see on this screen is the left panel. Does that help you figure out how much chem you're getting for each player?
Yeah, so this will be your reference point for how you build chemistry. Each nation, each club, each league in your squad will be represented in this left panel, and you'll build chemistry towards the thresholds for each of these. As you add players, you'll start working towards these thresholds and unlock chemistry for that nation, league, or club.
So are there any changes to positioning?
The first big change is that most players will have a secondary position. And the secondary position is based off of where they play in the real world.
So let's take João Cancelo, for example. Sometimes he plays at left back for Man City, and then other weekends he plays at right back. So you'll have a secondary position.
So I think that's the perfect example. For the first time, you can now position change from the left side to the right side of the pitch, or vice versa. That means Cancelo can switch from being a right back to being a left back in your squad. And it's also a really cool way that we can differentiate unique players. So Cancelo, based on what he does in real life for City, you can have a left back in game as well.
I like that.
So can players have more than one alternate position?
Yeah, so players can have up to 3 secondary positions, and most will have at least 1. If a player is out of position, they will always have 0 chemistry. And at 0 chemistry, there are no more negative attributes. They're still going to play at least as good as their base stats. So already you've got a lot more options for trying out players without having to rework your entire squad.
So now let's talk about icons and heroes. How do they help with the chemistry of the team?
So icons and heroes always give a unique benefit to your team, and that's not changing with 23. Icons and heroes, as long as they're in the right position, will always be at full chemistry. On top of that, icons will count as 2 players towards their nation, and heroes will count as 2 players towards their league. If you play an icon or hero out of position, they're going to be at 0 chemistry. Now remember, at 0 chem, players won't have negative attributes, so they're always going to play at least as good as their base stats. So you can try out icons and heroes out of position if you just want to see what they play like in that squad.
So everybody's been talking about crossplay, and I want to know, how is that going to affect FIFA Ultimate Team?
So what that means for us is that we're adding crossplay to all of our 1 versus 1 modes. So if you're playing on the same generation of consoles as someone, you're going to be able to match up with them. So that means our PlayStation and our Xbox users are finally going to get to battle head-to-head. What that also means is that we're introducing crossplay to our friendlies modes as well. So if you have friends and you want a bit of a friendly competition from platform to platform, you're going to be able to do that now.
And what does that mean for the transfer market?
What's that mean for the
transfer market for most players. So if you're a FUT trader, you should pay attention to this because it means there's going to be more content for you to play with and more people who are going to be competing on the transfer market as well.
So in terms of draft, FUT champions, and rivals, will that be crossplay as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So all of our 1 versus 1 head-to-head modes are going to be crossplay.
On top of that, we're also adding global leaderboards. So for the first time in Rivals, you're going to look at the Elite Division and see players from other platforms to compete for that #1 spot. But you can also toggle it to only look at your platform leaderboard as well.
So I'll be honest, one thing I love doing is spending time customizing my stadium. Is there anything new when it comes to that?
Yeah, we're making upgrades across the board, Shu. So your stadium's going to have a new roof for tier 1, 2, and 3. We've got new animated pitch trophies that look awesome.
That's cool.
We've got new animated tifos as well. So how you can customize and show off your stadium, it's going to look so much better in FIFA 23.
So it's a World Cup year. Is there anything coming for FUT?
We are going to have the World Cup in FUT this year, but I can't really say anything else, so stay tuned.
I can't really say anything else.
But We did get a lot of great new details on FIFA Ultimate Team and FIFA 23. We heard about the brand new mode, FUT Moments, a brand new chemistry system that's going to redefine the way we play Ultimate Team, cross-play functionality, and of course, visual customization that is going to make your stadium look incredible. Aslan, Richard, it's been a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to FIFA 23.
Wrap it up.
And back to you, Derek.
Cheers, everyone. Stuart and I will make sure we provide the perfect chemistry off the pitch all season long.
Oh, right, the perfect chemistry. Right, there's a couple of things I want to sort of like get into at the end here for you guys. Don't want to stick around and hear a couple of things. So, guys, they only showed it for like literally seconds, but this is the new design and the new thing for when you obviously pack a player now, which is yeah, completely different. I don't know if I like it like that much. It's pretty cool, but yeah, I like the old one on FIFA 22, but I guess you could get used to it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty like just gold everywhere. So I wonder what it looked like, obviously, like when you have all the different cards, and they obviously gonna color code it and maybe put a few more little effects in and things on different cards and that when you get walkouts and things. But yeah, it's looking pretty cool. FIFA 22 player ratings shown. Ratings will be changed as well, so that won't be his stats for FIFA 23. So the other thing that I was actually talking about in the beginning, I don't know if that's actually going to be the case where they're gonna obviously show the stuff up on the top right for you. Well, they probably will, because like they've literally looks like they've made it into a brand new mode, so it might not even be objective players anymore. It'd be objective players, but it would be maybe like in this mode that they're showing. So yeah, it'd be in this mode, and then they got like these FUT star things, which is pretty cool as well. Like, so you can obviously like earn them throughout, and you can save up and like put them into obviously lots of different things. There's an Mbappe one there, which that doesn't look like it's a loan either, but it's 0 stars. So that's probably like a loan, though, I would say. But that would be pretty cool if they did put players in there that weren't sort of really that you was able to like pack, that you weren't able to pack basically, that are really rare, and you've saved up enough of these stars and you can just go and get it. I think that would be really cool, instead of like an SBC where you have to like try and trade in all of your good players just to try and get that player. And even though like as well, like there's SBCs coming out now, like the Mendy one that you might have seen recently on FIFA 22, where you have to put in like 17 or something different squads just to get him. I think this is like a much better way to do it, because you're gonna earn a lot more. I'm not saying, of course, like there's not going to be SBCs in this. They might still put SBCs in there, right? But this is like a complete, like, nice way where you can actually maybe go ahead and get a player like an Mbappe like that. That'd be really nice. What else was there? The chemistry. That is going to take a freaking hell of a long time to get used to, because we've had the same thing for years and years and years now, where you got the lines and stuff. So this is going to be really awkward, I think, to learn like the first week or two getting through this. But what was really cool was where it said about you know, your Trent and Robertson are like that iconic left and right back in that league. So if you put them both into the team, that it will work out, like the chemistry will work out. And they're on opposite sides of the pitch, right? So that's something I think in FUT that we've been calling out for a long time, where you know that player plays with that player in real life, but then it doesn't give you that chemistry. So that's really cool that they've kind of added that. The only thing is, I don't think it's going to work if that player's maybe played with that player before, but then now they're in a different league. I don't think it's going to be like that detailed. I think they've still got to probably be in the same league, but it's a start. It's a really good fun overhaul, it looks like, to do it. Plus as well, there was like a left back that you can change, like your right, like where is it? He was changing like Cancelo to freaking from the right back to the left back, which was pretty that was pretty cool in itself, because usually you would have to wait around for like a shapeshifter card or some special card, right, to get that to happen. But now we can just go and change it. That is awesome. And the fact now they're actually looking at it as well, where you got strikers and left wingers and players like that can play in those positions, but they're like secondary positions. You can like swap them and put them in those positions now, and it will like work out quite well because they have that position on their card. Like they have more than one position on their card, so they'll get that. Maybe not as much chemistry, but they will still get good chemistry because like they, you know, it recognizes that they can actually play in that position, which is really good. And that's probably something that they've been calling out for a long time. Obviously, then it went into like the icons, obviously going to be the same. The crossplay thing, that's what I wanted to speak about quickly as well. That's crazy, bro. That the crossplay thing, that's cool if you like now, like with mates and things. If they got a PlayStation, you got an Xbox, or vice versa, right? You can actually play a game with those guys now. That's really awesome. But the fucking bad points on that, what I don't like is the fact that you go into the market, you're down now to that last sort of 30 seconds. You're gonna get that player, you're so close, and you put the bid in, and now there's gonna be double the amount of people bidding on that player. That is gonna be the fucker of it all. When you're right down to the end and you're trying to get that your guy, there's gonna be one idiot on the PlayStation coming across now, or one idiot on the Xbox coming across now, bidding on your card when you've literally got him. You've got him. So that's gonna be a fucker. But there's gonna be a fucking awesome thing for this, right? Because I've got a PlayStation and I've got an Xbox. So wouldn't there be now this is gonna be like a big cheat that some people might exploit if they have got a PlayStation and an Xbox. Wouldn't they be able to lob up cards and like trade coins between their two accounts now on PlayStation and Xbox? Wouldn't they be able to do that? Or would there be some security for that? Because that seems like something some people could do. And of course you would have to have a PlayStation and an Xbox to do it, but if those guys have got that, then they might actually be trying to exploit the game a little bit that way. That's the only downfall of that. But I think people will always try and exploit the game somehow, right? People will still always buy coins anyway, but that could like cause even more of a problem if people have got both consoles, right? But yeah, I think that was all. I think that was, oh no, there was this thing, right? So they have the global leaderboard now, which is like where you're doing like squad battles or whatever mode that you're playing, right? And you're trying to get into that, you know, that top end of the leaderboard. That's going to be even more tougher now because they're putting in people on Xbox, on PlayStation, you know, together competing for that. It looks like anyway. So that would be shit. But we have to wait and see when it comes out. That might just be for like the skill games because it's quite low sort of skill numbers right now. It looks like on there, like only like 1,000 and something, 2,000. So but yeah, customization. Then I might as well just have a look at this. Of course, they was always gonna do that more. I like that they're gonna animate it now. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. There's not really much to say about that. Not a lot of people actually like this. This in FUT anyway. Like they don't really care about this sort of shit. So yeah, I think it's nice, but yeah, some of the things they bring on, like this sort of guy, I wouldn't really have on my stadium. But yeah, each to their own. The World Cup, of course, it's a big thing. They're already bringing out, so if you pre-order the game, there's about like 3 or 4 different players that you could end up getting for free if you pre-order the game, which is really cool. Like Marquisio, Park Ji-sung, I think it was like, yeah, Torre or something, I don't know. Like there's quite a few, right? So that's pretty much all there is. But that, yeah, they're literally saying fuck all about this right now. But I remember obviously a few years ago there was this mode and it was pretty decent, man. Like I got Ronaldo, I think I got Messi in that mode when I didn't even fucking get them in the actual proper FUT. So I got to actually play with the really nice Ronaldo and Messi cards, you know, that I haven't got for like many years playing FUT, and I actually got them because of the World Cup. So that was awesome. Another thing that was like from years and years ago, that I did see was there was like the moments thing, right? So going back to this thing again, where they said like you'll score a goal for like what happened that weekend. Now this was like years and years ago. They had like a Champions League game that actually was the birth of FUT that people probably won't even know about, right? But like in sort of like 08, 09, there was this game, like a Champions League game, and it was basically FUT but Champions League, and it was fucking awesome because you could just keep playing and playing, doing all the little like things. So like the old Champions League games, right? And you could like remake history, so you could redo like the higher the difficulty, obviously the less time you had. So like the Manchester United 99 team had like 5 minutes left or 3 minutes left or something to score 2 goals, and it would give you that challenge. So that was like fucking awesome. So that would be really nice for them to bring back. They're saying like as well, so specifically now as well, like you have to do like some sort of finesse shot outside the box with Son. So that's gonna be freaking awesome. But yeah, it's really nice that they're going back to that. But like yeah, that 2008 2009 game, you could literally, that was the game, bro, because like you could play and play, and you could keep winning the Champions League as well, and you get rewards for winning the Champions League. and you just keep going through it, and you could just basically be like Manchester United, like, and you'd earn like the packs and things in that mode, or you could come back and play with your ultimate team throughout the Champions League stages. And yeah, you could just keep going over it and over it, like every time, and then you'd pack like great players at the end. And it was a bit repetitive, but I enjoyed that so much back then. And I got all the good players. I had like Xavi, Iniesta, like I had like all the old Barcelona team, like Ronaldinho, all of these like top players. I had like Rio Ferdinand at the back. I think I had like Wayne Rooney. I had like so many like top players in that team. But obviously now it's FUT. So, but yeah, like this video has probably been really long going on about this stuff. So I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you smash a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in the next one.